tweet? Good. This one's for you. What's up, socials? Happy Social Thursday. I was periscoping this week, which is a verb. Absolutely. And P. Jervis gave me the idea for this video from that scope sesh, so thank you, P. Jervis. The idea was to talk about future content ideas inspired by your Twitter analytics. Prerequisite for this video is that hopefully you've been using Twitter so you have something to measure. Start by going to analytics.twitter.com and get a little bit of the lay of the land. This website has gotten so much better than where it was before. It's much prettier, can also be a little bit more distracting. You want to look for the section with just a chart of all your tweets. You're immediately going to be given a 28-day summary. You can change it based on whatever timeline you like. If you haven't been tweeting that much in the last 28 days, or maybe you've only been tweeting in the last 28 days, who knows? But you can look at every single tweet that you've sent out and look at the different analytics such as impressions. You know, you have a certain amount of followers, but how many tweets actually reached anybody? And then what is the engagement score, which is actual clicking or following a link somewhere, watching a video. That engagement percentage is very important here for what we're gonna do. I highly recommend you go to the top tweets chart. Although this is going to be a biased list because Twitter is saying it's your top tweets, you could decide that your top tweets are something completely different. But you can limit where you're looking if you do that. And really start to understand the engagement score and look to see what has been successful. Spoiler alert. If you have high engagement on tweets, the likelihood that there was multimedia involved is very good. Unless you're a comedian that can get to your point in 140 characters with an amazing punchline. I wish I was. My jokes don't do that well on Twitter. And they're much better on YouTube, I think. But with that, spoiler alert, maybe comes a lesson. Are you not getting very much engagement on text only? Or maybe you're not getting very much engagement on links that you're sending people to. Here's the thing, if you're not getting the engagement on the link, there's really no point in sharing it at all. Something that I do that I learned, let's see, if everybody likes the photos, I'm gonna include the thumbnail for all my videos in every single tweet, even though I'm linking for you to watch it on my website. You get a huge picture of my face with a description of what's going on in this video, and it makes the tweet more likely to be engaged with. So maybe that helps the likelihood of your links being checked out by your followers, but maybe it's not just that. Maybe it's actually what you did to formulate copy for that tweet. You really need to dissect where you went right, where you went wrong. In terms of inspiring content on the blog or your videos or your podcast from these Twitter analytics, look at your highest engaged tweets and see what they're all about. Maybe they're just quotes. Maybe they are some of your best videos. Maybe they're potential for content for there to be a part 2 of. Look at all of these things and say, how can we take advantage of the fact that this was so popular with our audience? If you measure it, it will help you. That's the bottom line. The whole point of this video is that you go and look. Twitter is providing a tremendous amount of analytics for you to learn what's going right with your Twitter account and what's not. If you don't have a high engagement rate on anything, you have nothing to measure, clearly you're starting from scratch. That's enough to know at this point. You didn't know it before until you checked. Now you know. So now you're smart. You're not ignorant anymore. So now what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do now? Yeah, that's what I thought. Get to your analytics in Twitter, analytics.twitter.com. Find out what you're doing right and do more of it. It's that simple. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. This has been your Social Thursday episode. Thanks for being here. I'll be back tomorrow, but on the podcast. I hope you're subscribed to the Marketing Lifestyle Show on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud, all linked in the description. Go check that out. Having a wonderful little chat tomorrow with a wonderful thought leader in the wonderful world of marketing. So why would you miss that? Like, really? Today we're gonna talk about future content ideas from your twiddles? No.